Take your knee off of my neck. I can't breathe off of my neck. Take your knee off of my neck. I can't breathe off of my neck. Lord, don't let me be next. I'm not done living life yet. I'm not done living life yet. I'm not done living life yet. Lord, don't let me be next. I'm not done living life yet. I'm not done living life yet. I'm not done living life yet. I'm not done, Lord, I'm not done. I'm not done, Lord, I'm not done.
As I enter this new abyss, I'm scared of everything, but it's new. The newness frightens me, yet excites me. The contradiction in my head. The juxtaposition of what I feel versus what my thoughts should be saying but aren't. This is new. Terrified of the beautifully unknown, openly offering my heart to the expositions of Mother Earth, the mother of my heart, which shifts my mind into a multitude of stories, thoughts, and being. She's sifting out the unnecessary, adding the necessary components of life, my life. My life. It's love, sex, reward, freedom. Yeah, my life. My iridescent black body floating through the chains and consciousness of my ancestors' voices, their stories, crafting my perception of reality. What is reality?
I would like to invite my fellow students to come have a conversation with me, discussing how we have been connected to our creativity and our artistry, or not connected to our creativity and our artistry in this time of chaos, uncertainty, and heightened racial tensions in our country and around the world. So we can go one by one, however you guys want. How has everyone been feeling artistically?
For me personally, in the midst of everything going on in the current world, um, artistically, as a jazz musician, a lot of what I do is in collaboration with other artists, just due to the pandemic, and obviously you can't perform in front of live audience. So I've kind of been sort of distant, or kind of just taking a step back from my art at this current time. I felt like I needed time to digest what was going on, and just me. At one point, I was like, let me just immerse myself in jazz, and just kind of to get away from all that's going on. But I figured maybe that's not what I should be doing at this time. So I kind of took the exact opposite, and I kind of take a, took a long step and um, back from my art in that sense, just to learn more about what's going on and try and figure out, even just question why certain things are the way they are, and just what maybe I could do to help from just my standpoint of my very small platform, but just kind of it's been hard to really be fully invested in my art, because it's so many other things on my mind, and that just distracts and takes away from my art.
I had a similar experience to TJ. Once all of this started, I'm a classical musician, so, and a lot of our music, well, pretty much all of our music is very white and like Eurocentric. And as a Black classical musician, it kind of forced me to take a step back and be like, dang, I'm really like, I love this music so much, but I'm really trying to participate in something that was not made for me. And I mean, it's not that there weren't or aren't any classical pieces out there by Black composers. It's just that the history of it's lost. And now people are like searching so hard for it. And so for me, that really took a toll on why I do what I do if it's not meant for me, And I know there's some other classical musicians in this Zoom chat, so it'd be interesting to hear their experience.
Yeah, kind of going off both what TJ and Cami said. It's been really hard not being able to make music with other people and perform in front of audiences. But at the same time, at some point I've kind of realized that this time that we have, I think we can really use to just take a minute, take a step back, and really think about what's going on and what you're doing. And like Cami was talking about, now that racial issues and social justice are kind of at the forefront of everything, I did have this like realization moment of like, wow, there's not really a lot of space in classical music for Black artists. And like Cami said, what are we doing? We're doing something that wasn't initially meant for us. And that did really hit hard for a little bit. But like I said, on a more positive note, I think now we have the time and space to think about what we can do to change that and fix that. So yeah, and it's been really hard, but in a certain way, it's been a little bit productive too in that regard.
I think with my art, I think I've had to, there were times where I would take days off from playing, and then I would feel really incomplete and empty, like I had nothing to really help me get through, but I didn't know it was that needed, because I felt like I was like, oh, I should just take time away and grieve and take this time to really like hone into myself. But I think that did more damage than I thought it would, so I had to keep it in part of my routine all the time to keep myself pretty sane. But it's just hard, because aside from what everybody has learned new, like I've known all of this all along. Like I've already known that how, white and Eurocentric are artists. I've known how this, art was never created for me. I've always been fully educated and fully knowledgeable about all of these things that people are just learning about. And that's been kind of the most frustrating part, because it's like everyone is just now getting hip while I've known all of this and held it all in all this time and all my time at school and all. So it's just hard to kind of see this outside of myself and just know how to process that.
For me as a dancer, it's really hard to see everything that's going on, because for a dancer and for us to really be available and conscious in our spaces that we're, dancing in, we have to have space to dance in. I can't dance in I can dance in my living room. I can dance outside, but in the studio, it's more, I want to say it's more acceptable for us to dance in the studio, because that's where we were and that's where we began at whenever we first started dancing. And then to go through a pandemic and, racial tensions and everything, and just be in the midst of it all, it's just like, what's next? Like, where are we gonna, where are we gonna go from here? Like, I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing tandus over a Zoom call, But out of everything, I've really been able to just sit down and meditate and continue to stretch and, I don't know, prioritize my time with just, spending time with myself and dancing and looking at myself in the mirror and doing, a few little things. But at the end of the day, it's not really helping me at all. I want to go inside of a studio and just dance, cry, do what I need to do to just let out my emotions.
I want to touch on something that you were talking about, like this. First, I'll speak personally. For me, it's been so much of a roller coaster of emotions. I personally have been highly creative, but it's out of a sense of kind of like, it's high volume of emotion, so then it's high volume of creation, because it's like I just kind of processing all of the thoughts or all of the feelings, or kind of just trying to get them out in a way. Or sometimes like I am in my working, I unlock feelings and then I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a lot. Just in writing pieces, whether it's music or poetry or whatever really comes out. But something I've been dealing with personally is like the being in the same environment every day, which when we are at school, we're in the same environment every day. But I think that there is a new circumstance added when we have something like having to see something that is not new, but Black people being murdered on screens in front of us. But then like in our daily lives, we can't even escape the environments that we're in. So it's like we're in this constant circle. And then in my mind, there's this constant replay of just everything happening. And there's no way to really get out from it. So it's like, in a strange way, I've been very creative, but it's been this almost a cyclical creation that I'm not able to break out of. So it's like an expression and a rich constriction at the same time. Thank you for joining and sharing, where you are and just how you are existing creatively. I think it's really important that we are able to exemplify the fact that in our creativity and in our pure existence, Blackness is not a monolith, and there are various experiences within our bodies.
Black trans femmes in the arts, the Black Art Futures Fund, and Move NYC are organizations that support Black participation and representation in the arts. Please take a moment to write these organizations down. Visit their websites and learn more about how you can donate and support their work. Black art matters.
Okay, I just started recording.
Alrighty.
So let's talk about our brothers.
Okay.
Black Gentleman by Ricky Laurentis. Oh, fly away home, fly away. Robert Hayden. There are eyes.
It's actually really cool.
Glasses even. But still he can't see what the world sees seeing him. They know an image of him they themselves created. He knows his own. Fine lines from foot to finger.
Each limb adjusted because it's had to achieve finally flight. Though what's believed in him is flightlessness, a sinking down.
Any swamp mess of water I'm always thinking of might draw down again the washed up body of a boy, as any mouth I've yearned for would take down, wrestler style, the boy's tongue with its own. What an eye can't imagine, it can't find.
Not in blood, swollen in the stiff knees of a cypress. Not definitely in some dreaming man's dream. Let's have his nature speak.
What will the incredible night of him say here to his thousand moons?
Now that he can rise up to any tree, rope or none, but not fear it.
But not fear it.
Where you get that rap from? I'm just, it looks so funny on the camera.
Around a lot, and so I feel like we, no matter like where we've gone, that we've always had a very deep understanding of each other, like no matter like where no matter like where we move to, that we always have like each other as like a safe place. So kind of, I feel like when we were younger, I wanted to make sure that like if I understood him, but like felt that he was being misunderstood by other people, I was protective over making sure that like people understood him in the way that I understood him.
Yeah.
But then
Black girl, black girl. Black girl?
Black girl?
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl is mama.
Black girl is wife. Black girl is sister. Black girl is life.
Black girl is life.
Black girl gotta sacrifice. Black girl gotta act real nice. Black girl better not be too proud. Black girl better not be too loud. Black girl got body.
Black girl got
Mind.
Don't feel highly valued.
But she knows she divine.
But she know she divine.
But she knows
she divine.
She knows she divine.
Black girl is
Black
magic.
girl is magic.
So watch that shit shine.
But black girl ain't playing. So don't waste her time.
Don't waste her time.
Black girl.
Black girl.
I see you.
I see you.
Black girl.
Black girl. You'll get through.
Black girl murdered.
Murdered.
Say her name.
Say her name.
Say her name.
Black girl blown out.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Black boy shot down.
We scream out.
Black girl shot down.
No one shouts.
No one shouts.
Black girl bleed you.
Black girl feed you. Black girl teach you. Black girl need you. Black girl. Black girl, you stand strong. Black girl.
Black girl.
Sing your song. Raise your voice loud and proud. Black girl. Black girl.
Show me how.
Black girl killed in her own home. One more loss. They won't atone.
Another black girl.
Another black girl.
Killed in her own
Gone
home.
too soon.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl.
Black girl who?
Hi, I'm Mel Galladay. I'm a drama alum, recently graduated in May, and I'm here to introduce and help moderate a conversation on what lives are Black lives.
A trend that I notice very often, predominantly in media, but also just in conversations around Black Lives Matter, are that the focus is very often skewed toward, if not predominantly focused on, Black men whose lives have been lost, cisgender Black men. And, you know, Black women are very often focused on far, far less. And Black trans women, under the umbrella of Black women, are almost never talked about, and their loss of life is frequently erased from the experience of Black lives. You know, just talk about the fact that it's been how long since Breonna Taylor was murdered, and she has still not seen half of the amount of justice that she should have. And George Floyd's murderers were arrested within 2 weeks. And that's not to say like one life is more valuable than another. It's just that lives are not being valued equally, even within our conversation of Black lives.
Experiencing and seeing everything on social media and the news, of course, everything's being shown. And that's such a blessing and a curse at the same time. Everyone's lives are equal. Black lives matter. I'm tired of seeing my cousins or someone who looks like me splattered over, you know, social media because they got stabbed or killed or shot, you know? Like it's so heartbreaking. We're all on this earth living, surviving, or at least trying to survive in any way that we can.
For the whose lives matter under Black Lives Matter, I think in general, Black women have always been kind of at the bottom of the barrel in the grand scheme of things in general in our world, and including in our Black family, brothers and sisters. But I just think it's just really, really sad to know that within Black Lives Matter, we also have to include Black women matter, Black trans lives matter, Black gay lives matter. Like, it's just a ridiculous thing to think about when all Black lives should matter, just period. It's really stupid to even go more specific into what kind of lives should matter, because those lives should matter in the first place.
Yes, speaking as a straight cisgender Black man, we have to do a much better job of supporting just all Black lives, just regardless. We tend to only support each other or share each other's stories, but we never really support Black trans lives or Black gay lives or Black women's lives the same way that we do each other. And that's sad, and it's been a long time coming since we should change that, just as Black straight men. I mean, we say Black lives matter, but we really aren't supporting or giving that same support that everybody else is showing us. And you know, that's I mean, there's no excuse for that. I mean, Black women have been supporting us and keeping us and holding us together, our Black queens, but then we either don't show that same love for them, or we just don't give them enough credit that they deserve. We just really have to do a much better job of being socially aware and stop trying to live in our own world, you know, because we have to support, because our voices are the ones that typically are heard more than Black women's lives, and that shouldn't be the case. But if that's the way it is, then we should use that voice to support and shed light on all the other instances and all the other, you know, injustices that are done to everybody in the Black community. Like when Marion was saying, a lot of times the Black trans lives, when somebody is fatally shot or fatally killed, it just disappears, and we don't keep that same energy that we do for when George Floyd happened. You know, we need to keep that same energy for every single Black life that is lost, or every single Black life that is done unjustly.
So when I first read this this discussion topic, whose lives are Black lives, I talked about it with my parents, and so the way we sort of thought about it is in like a whose lives are we protecting? Because, you know, there's the big, you know, Black Lives Matter. But then I think for a long time people just like Black was one thing, like dark skin, like, but there's like a huge, like, that's just like an umbrella. There's a lot going on under Black lives. You know, like we've all been saying, I mean, there's queer lives, gay lives, trans lives, all that under Black. And I feel like we've done a lot in these past few months with the movement, of course, but I feel like we could do so much if we could all agree on like who belongs in that category of Black, you know? Because, I mean, you may look at someone and they could be Black, but you know, it's not always just something you can see, like, just looking at someone, you know? And I feel like if we were a bit more cohesive on that as a society, then we could make a lot more emotion with this movement, if that makes sense. Like, even for me, I didn't realize there was so much under the category of Black, you know? And I think just this past few months, it's really opened my eyes to, you know, the different shades. Like Black is so beautiful, but, you know, you can't just have it be one big thing that you show on television, you know?
Kind of going off of what Cammie said, I think the past 2 months or so have been some of the most disorienting times for me ever, that I've ever experienced. Mainly because, you know, within the topic and discussion of race and Black Lives Matter, I personally, my mom is white and my dad is Afro-Cuban. And so when George Floyd was murdered and everything started happening, I felt really stuck, not knowing if I had a place to speak up if I could, even because I don't identify as African American. I identify as Afro Latinx, Afro-Cuban. And so have found myself, you know, in addition to trying to have conversations with people and explain to people that, you know, you can be white and Hispanic, or Black and Hispanic, or Native and Hispanic, that Hispanic and Latinx are not racial descriptors. I've had to kind of go within myself and even have conversations within my family about race, because I think a lot of people don't realize, but even within Hispanic and Latinx communities, the idea of our cultures not being our racial identity is kind of like controversial. And so I've had to have conversations with my own family saying like, hey, like we can't hide behind these labels anymore, because I think it just furthers a problem. And then, you know, that for me, then going out into the world saying, you know, like half of my family is Black, I think, I don't know, even, you know, if the community itself is not totally decided on that, I don't know that we're ever going to have a place in the world as Black people, the Afro Latinx people. And so, yeah, kind of going back to what Cammie said, I've really been trying to have conversations with people in Latinx communities, trying to get a more coherent thought on whose lives are Black lives. So that I think we can kind of go into the world and as one kind of say, hey, you know, we exist. We have a very similar history to African American people. A lot of people don't know, but in Cuba alone, there were about 1 million Africans forced into slavery on the island. And that pain still exists for us, and we definitely still experience this similar racism as African American people in the country. So yeah, that's just kind of what I've been going through, and thought I would share a little bit of it. It's really kind of tricky to kind of explain without feeling like you're taking away from other people's experiences, because that's never my goal. But I also feel responsible on behalf of my family and my ancestors who have experienced racism, and myself, to kind of like make space for people like me to talk and have a voice. So yeah.
Just listening to everybody, it made me think, it's every time another Black person is killed, just like Black Lives Matter is trending, Black Lives Matter is trending, Black Lives Matter is trending. But like listening to everybody, I kind of just realized it. I knew it, but I realized it. Black Lives Matter, like those lives also include living lives. It's not just the lives that have been lost. Yeah, great. Like, yeah, because it just, and like I'm Black, I know that, but like the focus is shifted on who is lost. But it was like really just in listening to so many of the different, like in the like having conversations and like, I don't know if I should speak up, or I don't know if my voice has a place in this or not, or like, listening to so much of what Robert was saying, like it also just Black lives, whose lives are Black lives, like also addresses the like what is the quality of the life, like Black Lives Matter is like that we should not also be walking in fear or running in fear or existing in fear. Like every time I walk into a store, my hands are in my pocket and I take my hands out, like that is so normal for me. I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, let me get my hands out of my pocket. But for somebody on the camera sees, the quality of the living life is included, I think, in Black Lives Matter, and that doesn't get spoken about.
I think what everyone has touched on is just like the tip of the iceberg, just like the dip in the pool. I think you all know me. I know you all, and it's like a topic that is so difficult to speak about because it's an experience, right? Like experiencing our Blackness is so vast and varied, and the coolest thing that we get to do is we get to come together and take our Blackness back to our art. What is so amazing, I think, right now is that all of us collectively are working through our 200,000 year amazing vast history of sharing and being on this planet and creating on this planet in whatever ways we are able to from where we are. And because of schools and because of programs, and because people are generous with their time and people are willing to organize things like this, despite our institutions with seemingly all the power, because the reality is the power is in us, right? We get to share in these conversations. You know what I'm saying? There's so much in the pot of Blackness. Like, we don't all have to be Black in the same way. We don't all have to express our Blackness in the same way, but we can hold space for it. Even if we feel like we're not making a difference, maybe in our hearts or in ourselves, that stuff radiates farther out than I think we think. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this conversation with you all. I really am very honored that we all got to share this space. Thank you.
The Movement for Black Lives, the Marsha P. Johnson Institute, and the National Bailout are 3 organizations doing so much of the necessary work on the front lines of the Black Lives Matter movement. We ask that you take a moment to write these organizations down. Visit their websites and learn more about how you can donate and support their work. Black Lives Matter.
Pneuma, Greek, meaning breath, also meaning spirit. Spiro, Latin, meaning to breathe,
also meaning to be alive. By the breath of God's mouth, the heavens were crafted. By the breath of his mouth, their starry hosts were formed. The same breath, the same spirit, the same love lives in me. But I've come to see that breathing while black is a luxury, not a guarantee. They want so bad to squeeze my spirit out of me. Little do they know that each breath, even if it's the last, pulls into the cupped hands of the Almighty. They've told you this air is not for you. Don't believe the lie. When you inhale, do so deeply. When you exhale, do so boldly. Belly laughs, sobs, screams, or no sound at all. Simply felt, gentle and steady. While I breathe, I hope. I hope for the echo of my whispered prayers to fill up the lungs of my children in the same way my mothers fill mine. We pray that the soft up, down of black babies' bellies will be given the chance to become granddaddy's snores. I will no longer hold my breath. When I inhale, I will do so deeply. When I exhale, I will do so boldly. I will not hold my breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. My breath oceans deep. My breath is home to the forgotten. My breath is freedom nursed by my grandmother's, my mother's, and great-grandmother's prayers. She's their dream for freedom. My breath is free. My breath is a celebration of all the wars we should have won, and the little fight we have left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. My breath is holy. My breath is sacred. My breath is radical. My breath bears slavery scars. My breath is the cry of our people. My breath is protected by King Shaka himself. My breath is my father's fight. My breath is Saturday night filled with strangers, tequila, and a quiet stumble home. My breath always finds her way back home. My breath has been known to scare the world, for she does not fear no white man. My breath laughs in the face of white supremacy because despite their best efforts, I am still here, blacker than the day I was born.
What you know about this? What you know about it? Follow me when I'm on. I'll be popping like a zit, not popping the bins. I'ma hop in my band, skirt on the hate mind over fame, new land. Keep hitting me with that red light, it's out of pocket. But you're stingy on the green since you're out of pocket. You could use some change, but the kind of heart I might keep my yellow on you and for start. What you know about this? What you know about it? Follow me when I'm on. I'll be popping like a zit, not popping the bins. I'ma hop in my band, skirt on the hate mind over fame, new land. Keep hitting me with that red light, it's out of pocket. But you're stingy on the green since you're out of pocket. You could use some change, but the kind of heart I might keep my yellow on you and for start. My waves don't swim, I bite on a wind, but they wanna turn my melanin to a skeleton. Feels like a sin to have my skin nowadays. I pity that you're filled with hate. You can't help but discriminate our people. You bought our race, the living ain't equal. Until things change, we'll create, cultivate our own space full of love and those who relate. Call me Winfrey, yeah, they're sending good vibes for free. We ain't free, but they can't steal our energy. If I love me, then I love you. Nothing wrong with a yellow aura and a brown hue. I keep my head up cause they keep looking down. My power lies in my positivity, taking me to take a stand. I'm only one but part of the community who needs a man. My aura is shining, is glowing, is coming through. Charismatic, enigmatic, color splashing. Wish you felt the way I do. My color, so vibrant, so timeless, I can't help but groove. Wish you felt the way I do. I wish you felt the way I do. What you know about me? What you know about it? What you know about me? What I'm on, I be popping like a band. I be popping the bands. I be hopping my bands. I be on the 8 line. You're hitting me with a red light inside a pocket. But you still choose to get out of pocket. You can some change, but the change was hard. I'ma keep my yellow on. So I'ma move my feet like James Brown. I'ma shake my ass like Beyonce. March to the rhythm like Benjamin Mays. Cube told me today's gonna be a good day. Dancing, my yellow aura is dripping like honey. My skin listen, been brewing in the kitchen. You can't miss it. I'ma move my feet like James Brown. I'ma shake my ass like Beyonce. March to the rhythm like Benjamin Mays. Cube told me today's gonna be a good day. Dancing, my yellow aura is dripping like honey. My skin listen, been brewing in the kitchen. You can't miss it. I drive on the right, but they wanna fight. I stand for my right, but they wanna fight. I kneel for my right, but they wanna fight. Can't those white on the right see I'm not trying to fight? I drive on the right, but they wanna fight. I stand for my right, but they wanna fight. I kneel for my right, but they wanna fight. Can't those white on the right see I'm not trying to fight? Shine, let your body liberate. My soul, so vibrant, let your body liberate. 78, let your body liberate.
I can't breathe, Lord. I can't breathe, Lord. I can't breathe, Lord. I can't breathe, Lord. I can't breathe.
He wasn't done living life.
Can't breathe.
She wasn't done living life.
Can't breathe.
He wasn't done living life.
Can't breathe.
She wasn't done. Take your knee off of my neck. I can't breathe off of my neck. Take your knee off of my neck. I can't breathe off of my neck. Take your knee, take your knee, take your knee off of my neck. Take your knee, take your knee, take your knee off of my neck.
I can't
Lord, don't let me be
breathe,
next.
Lord. I
I'm not done living life yet.
Lord, I
I'm not done living life yet.
Lord, I
I'm not done living life yet. Let me live. Lord, don't let me be next.
Lord,
I'm not done living life yet. Let me live. I'm not done